And welcome back to the Starletter I-League Invitational, where we are about to send one team home. We are in the lower bracket of Group A, and we have VG Gaming down one game against Mineski, so they are with their backs against the rope. Here with Odipixel and Fogged. They need to change things up. They need to have a faster play style, but how is that going to be translated into a draft?
Yeah, sort of just not picking these heroes with these huge cooldowns, not really picking safe lane Death Prophet. I said it was fun to watch, but we're not going to see it happen again.
Yeah,
that's a dead set.
Have a true carry. Yeah. I think that's the big thing. If they are going to pick these two heroes that are like big team fights where it is like the Death Prophet Tidehunter, they have a hero that can use that space, soak it up at least somehow. Storm Spirit can work in that kind of fashion, but not really like in this kind of game when your job as a Storm Spirit is you have to catch these Tinkers in this fight because nobody else can.
Yeah.
So he had to get involved too much, and yeah, I think that was one of their bigger downfalls. But I'm not crazy about Slardar support still. I know he did pretty decent, but I don't know. The hero just still feels a bit weak to me too.
Because what do you do when you basically have played this style of Dota in your region the whole time, and you come to LAN and you find out, well, it's not working?
Oh, it's going to be hard.
You can't easily change things up.
That's why I sort of worry again in this game too for them. Like, can they change things up? Like, for them to sort of adapt to the way that they have to play against these teams. They've got to try something that they're probably not that used to playing. You know, a lot of the things we've seen, there's been a lot of qualifiers going on, but of course they're all region specific. They've played so many games within their own region that this first LAN, it could be a bit of a wake-up call to some of these teams to say, well, you've got to change it up. You've got to do something that's very much different on an international scale when other regions are playing as differently as they are.
That's why it's so important to qualify.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing. I think the LAN Kunkka ban is really good. It really throws
off.
I
wouldn't be surprised if we see Mineski just try for a very similar lineup.
I think they'll pick the Veno again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why not after that game.
No, Mushi played it great. Yeah. There you go.
I think that we may even see them try and go for at least 3 or 4 of the same heroes.
Yeah, look at Daryl. He's so happy right now.
We got the Venom.
He's like, yay, Venomancer. game is much easier.
Yay.
Yeah, it's just it's just such a flex pick because you don't know where this Veno can lane. We've seen it ran off lane, we've seen it ran mid, we've seen it ran safe lane.
But you know, Vici, they have this star-studded lineup. You kind of think that even if they come up with a draft that they haven't really practiced at all, that they still will be able to pull it off.
Okay.
Well, that's a comfort pick for them. That is their most picked hero already, so...
Much better adjustment coming out already. I think Nyx is just overall a stronger hero than Slardar is currently at the moment.
And great against Veno.
And great against Venomancer, yeah.
So that's better opening than the Slardar, which they did last game.
Yeah, it's better against the Veno until Veno gets that, that BKB, which can, of course, nullify a lot of that. And the Hood, which tends to be the build that we see a lot on those Venos. But definitely a hero that, it's more vision, it's more information. Last game I felt like Vici really lacked on that vision game to get those pickoffs.
Oh, I see. Yeah, much better.
Much better. This is the Vici we saw Dream League.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's something that they still do in China, but these, these are heroes that other regions are actually playing as well and respecting. There's power there. So,
do they just take the AA straight up here on Mineski?
We had a ban out last game, so if they wanted, it's probably better to do it now rather than later.
I think they can just take the AA here.
I think you can in this game.
Nope. Okay. Go for back for clock.
Oh, that's also incredibly good. So good versus Nyx Assassin to get the isolation, and I feel like we've beaten it to death about how good it is versus Pugna.
Yeah.
Be able to get into the back lines.
Yep. Pick the same heroes, boys.
Does that mean you don't want to ban out AA anymore, or do you feel like there's still a chance?
I think you definitely. AA is still definitely a threat, surely.
Okay. Yeah, I think Clockwork works really well with AA too.
Yeah.
Right now, though, they take out the Disruptor. That was a big problem. I thought Mineski played it really well last game around it. Those glimpses were clutch. The first glimpse that they got, the big one was getting the Bloodstone charges down from Paparazzi, and overall his storms were on point, really identifying what he needed to do with the hero. Mineski bans, they want to be able to ban out maybe some of these frontlining heroes, these hard-to-kill heroes as well that work well with the Pugna. So take out the Ember, a hero that, like similar to the kind of idea of the Anti-Mage versus the Venomancer, you can always just like jump in.
Very hard to catch. Yeah.
Hard to catch, of course.
Yeah.
With that split push.
Brood ban again.
Definitely. I mean, you have to after. I think after you watched Ice play it in the game versus Liquid,
just scary.
That guy's actually. I went into that replay the other day, and I was watching the way he micros. The way he splits his spiderlings is actually so beautiful. He has like 4 or 5 different group hotkeys, and he always makes sure that he's moving the big spider, the spawn spider, around differently. It's actually really a pleasure to watch. So if people want to play Brood,
Isn't
take a look.
Pugna a good counter to Brood though?
It's okay at killing the spiders, but once Brood can just be that hero that messes up the entire concept of your game.
Yeah.
Like just Nyx gets run over by Broodmother. Pugna can get run over it after a while.
Better be rid of it.
Yeah, it's a safe ban. It's one of those you don't want to play versus Broodmother.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Void ban.
Banned out the Void, yeah.
As we talked about, very popular.
Void Pugna being a really good combo too, being able to get that space for the Pugna to get all the spells off. Hard to catch hero as well. Well, not as hard, but kind of similar concept.
Yeah, something that the clock can't really punish too much as the game goes on. Yeah, also very nice against any sort of Veno lineup, just making sure the Veno doesn't get a chance to get a single spell off in a team fight can make things very easy for the opposition.
You know what's crazy is me and Winter were talking a lot last night too, and we were saying, these junglers, so the Enchantress of course is banned, but also the Earth Spirit and Earthshaker. These teams
They're
just
gone.
They don't look at these heroes.
They don't care about them.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how the different
metas
are in each region.
Yeah, I guess the thing is for like Vici Gaming, when a clock's being picked up in the first, you don't want to play the Shaker, do you?
Yeah,
but,
I mean you don't want to, but
could.
Yeah, I don't
we're
think
going to
in this
see
game.
that different for the rest of the day, though. I mean, they're going to be back.
We'll see the hero priorities change amongst the different teams that are playing, for sure. So AA is still left in the pool. I do still like it for Mineski.
It's such a nice pick with their heroes, yeah.
Vici, I feel like they need some beefy heroes in the front line for the Pugna. These heroes that just soak up the space so Pugna can just sit in the back doing the life terrains and spamming blast.
Taking into the
were there Vici Gaming being a team to run the Kotl Pugna combination?
I don't know if I've seen it.
I don't think I have seen them run it.
Yeah, I've seen it in the past, but not from them so much. They're taking their time though. Fenrir is getting more involved in this one. He wasn't. I felt like it was just Mikasa and Lanham in the last time, right? I think Fenrir was mostly,
we saw
right?
some others giving input, but this time Fenrir is
really involved in it this time. Yeah.
I mean, he's like, wait a second, we didn't do well last game.
That's their last chance.
I thought he played pretty well on the Bane. Honestly, he did. What he needed to do.
I remember us thinking like if we're gonna choose an MVP for Vici Gaming, it was gonna be either Paparazzi or Fenrir. So
we've got Tusk. Could that be the 11 Tusk?
Could it be the
throwback? I mean, I don't know.
He was the best Tusk together with Jarex at that point.
Yeah, he was absolutely the best. His shard usage was unbelievable.
2015.
Yeah, it was ridiculous how good he was.
To be fair, 11 could play any of these heroes, any 3 of these. He could take to that.
Yeah, they can. They have a lot of
any of those on it.
Diversity in their lineup. So it's still ambiguous.
Like and I do like the Tusk as well. It's, as you say, they've got some players that are very proficient on it, and it's a nice answer to the clock on the Veno. You've got that sort of save. Yep. And
he's a bit of a tanky. He can be that tanky frontliner if he gets the items. And
he can, and he's going to be that hero that's going to bring almost the Medallion Solar Crest, and may set up for an easy Rosh Dire side again. We don't know what their last 2 cores are.
And it's not one of those big cooldown heroes. He can fight constantly.
Exactly. I mean, that's already what we're seeing with these 3. That's much better for this sort of situation.
And that hero can constantly stop fights when happening. That's great too. Nice Oracle pick.
We've seen, I think it's lost every game, right?
Oracle has it though?
We have seen it suffer quite a bit, haven't we? When
it's lost every game here. I'm fairly certain it's lost all of them.
It can't have been a good one, right? We saw it was Secret lost twice with it yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
But versus Pugna and Nyx, that's what they saw initially with the Oracle too. It's very good. We've mentioned it so many times. Fate's Edict versus these spell damage heroes is incredibly good. Also, the Fortune's End to remove the Decrepify is very powerful. And just that save, if you can just prevent somebody from dying to the burst of Pugna, your fight's completely changed. So the Mirana pick.
Can you purge the Mirana attack leap speed from her after she leaps?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a purgeable debuff, but.
This is a core Mirana.
Should be.
It does seem like it, yeah. I don't like support Mirana either.
Roaming Mirana.
Roaming Mirana, yeah.
I mean, again, the Mirana, you got to remember the last game when Mineski did pick Veno and Clock, they banned out the Mirana.
Yeah,
so
they did.
Vici Gaming are like, all right, you guys are scared of it. We've got the chance to slip it through.
Mineski, they take the AM themselves. Okay.
Now, how good is it of an AM game is this? Fogged, would you say, for Mineski?
Looks pretty good. You're playing versus a Pugna. Yep. Pugna's got like the highest ink growth in the game, pretty much. If you get a Mana Void on that hero, you're going to kill anybody around him easily. And they've got good space creators already with the Venomancer for him. They've got the save on the Oracle. It's looking pretty nice as an AM versus the Mirana Pugna cores that we see at the moment. I feel like Vici's lacking a bit of damage just versus this Oracle. If the Oracle, you know, it's one of those heroes that you have to play it really well, but it can really nullify a lot of what Vici's got. And they picked the Mirana into the Oracle, right?
Yeah.
And Oracle can remove that arrow. You just ult them and when they're getting focused and the stun is removed. So it can be nice, but like you mentioned, Vici's looking to go for that constant fighting. They're not going for big team fight heroes, is what this tells me.
Magnus banned out. The best against. The type of play that Vici wants to go to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with that mag ban.
Vici doesn't want to go late game either.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
if you go late game against a Magnus plus a melee core, it's always going to be tough, especially if that melee core is an anti-mage. You are going to be incredibly quick on getting to your sort of 8 slots.
So what does that last hero of Mineski need to do? Does it need to delay the game more so that an anti-mage can get bigger? What boxes does it need to take?
Some team fight.
Team fight?
I feel like it's just the Veno right now for their team fight with, I mean, Clock as well. But AM and Oracle aren't big team fight heroes.
Are we imagining it's going to be what Ori playing the Mirana and we're still looking for Paparazzi's hero? Or do we think this is going to be like a mid or safe lane Pugna? Like
Don't really know just yet, actually. They're pretty open on how they can set up their lanes at the moment.
They definitely need to address this anti-mage heavily, though, with their final pick and Mineski themselves. See what they take here. Almost certainly going to be...
Ice hero.
Yep.
Can be anything, really, because this hero pool is
got a lot of
big.
options.
Yeah.
Ice.
But you want him in a hero that creates space and that creates team fights, that forces movements, right?
Yep. I mean, I wonder, could he not just go for the Visage again? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he can.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
It's a decent game for the Visage. The familiars can cause issues for the Pugna.
He can soak up so much of the damage coming out too. He's a natural pipe builder as well, and Vici's damage is pretty minimal if they are able to just like have this Visage in front line with the Oracle. I mean, it's a lot about positioning on the side of Mineski at the moment, but they've got a pretty strong draft here at the if they don't get run over.
All right, and can Vici Gaming have a hero that will allow them to run over Mineski as their 5th?
What do they take? I mean, do they take themselves some sort of like late game big heavy farmer? I can't remember if these guys sort of whipped out the Alchemist in the past or something big, something beefy. Where do they go? Okay, the PL, that's their big man.
PL into AM though, it's a bit scary.
It's risky.
There's a Paparazzi PL, he's very good on it.
It's better versus the Visage, it's better versus the Venomancer. They don't really have crazy AoE to deal with that PL either. And LAN Tusk, 11 Pugna, so they're going to pressure the safe lane with that Tusk Pugna. I think it's a much better approach coming out from Vici this game, but I still do like Mineski's. I like the anti-mage pick a lot here. Yeah, and it looks like they're, at least so far with the picking of it, they're going to take Nana on the Venomancer this time and have Mushi play the AM.
Oh, that's interesting though, that they are basically
Mushi going back to safe lane seemed to work last game.
Yeah.
You know, he had a great time on the Veno, and you know, Mushi AM, it's a thing in the past. He can bring it out, and I don't know. I'm scared for Vici Gaming once again. I think this could be nice for Mineski.
You think this could be their last game?
I think this might
be. I think you know, the Ice, you know, having the confidence to get that Visage, that final pick again. You know that Mineski are going to be in a really good place in terms of morale after game 1, and with this draft here in game 2, especially picking up the AM, and still even with the final response, that PL as the last pick from Vici Gaming, I think you still got to look at Mineski's lineup and say this is potentially a really nice game to play AM. They were very good game 1 at drawing it out, taking it late. They've got a fairly similar lineup this time around. I think they can do it again in a similar style.
Yep, I like the AM.
All right, let's find out what's going to happen in the second game of the series. It is over to Gods and Winter for game number 2.
Thank you, Shiva. We are here at the casting desk ready for Elimination Saturday. 4 teams eliminated today. The first one of these 2 right here. Either Vici Gaming or Mineski is going home. And it's Mineski who strike blood first. They take game 1, Vici Gaming. It is do or die time. They are up against a Mushi Anti-Mage Winter.
Yep, game 1 was quite like a messy game for both teams. I don't think either team played, like you can say that they played cleanly. There were a lot of mistakes here and there. So this game, I think the team that can maybe clean up their mistakes is going to have a much better chance of winning the game. I think draft-wise, both teams have very different ideas, but I feel it's easier for the AM side to win this game. The only issue that I think they might face in a game is the illusions. They don't have good heroes against the PR illusions, apart from AM being fat.
Even like for just pushing out creep waves, they have very little AoE. Neither of their supports, you were talking about Jakiro during the draft as a hero that could push out waves.
Or even a Dazzle, like Dazzle can save against the Pugna and you can wave clear. Obviously it's not as good as Oracle against the Pugna, but Dota is just not just about like that one specific matchup, it's a lot about other things, you know, the wave clear, this and that.
Yep.
But we'll see how it plays out. It's definitely still a really good counter pick to the Pugna.
So Mineski are going to be sending Anti-Mage to the off lane, looking at a tough matchup.
Isn't he a mid AM?
Oh, mid AM. Yeah, sorry.
What
I'm talking about. Yeah, he's a mid AM. It looked like it was headed top, but no, you're right. It's going to be the Veno in the off lane. So deciding the best matchup for him is going to be against that Mirana, which is actually probably pretty
easy
right.
lane, right? Yeah. It should be easy lane.
4-man shield, you farm it up.
Not sure. I'm not sure how much the Mirana can pressure him.
It sounds easier than the Pugna plus Tusk lane. It sounds easier than the Nyx PL lane. So it does seem like the best possible option, as we do see Mineski contest the bounty rune, gets 3 of the 4, as well as some extra harass on Paparazzi.
That's great. Didn't see how they steal the rune, but they're running an aggro lane.
Yep, the level 1 doppelganger from PL to escape the cogs there. So
that's a big deal though. Like it weakens his lane a lot. So Jeb's is going to use his cogs to pull the wave back here for the top lane to secure Nana's lane. So looking at the lane placements, I think Mineski is going to win top and middle. I think
PL actually swings mid after that to match up here.
Still, I think it's a pretty good lane for Mineski. I think overall they're going to be very happy with top and mid. Bottom should be a bit hard for Ice, but like I said, the hero doesn't need to farm too much. He just needs to get his level 6 and he'll be Gucci.
Yep. Finds a D-ward early on as well, so denies that vision, which will help keep him alive from some potential ganks. And
Lamb is coming in from behind.
Yep. Gonna throw a nice shot. Nice size needs a way out. Doesn't get the Tango out here. He's being blocked very heavily and could be a first blood here. 1 or 2 more right clicks. It should be enough. He's gonna drop the sap and still dies. Uh-oh. We'll see a return kill onto the Tusk, but great body block there, and Ice didn't tango his way past it.
Oh, arrow.
Yep. Impale into arrow. Ori getting low himself. Gets caught in the cogs here. Not sure if he has a leap here. May still be level 1.
Oh my god.
Ori.
11 Lamb Tusk here.
Yep. They've got 2 of the best Tusk players out there between 11 and LAN M. And they have found 2 early kills, including a first blood and a rotation top.
Yep, Jeb's definitely being over-aggressive here. I think maybe he actually meant to just use the cogs to push Ori back to protect the Veno, but instead catching him in the cogs, and the rotation from the Tusk there secures the kill. So CS-wise, PL's actually CSing quite well against AM.
Yeah, Mushi's actually getting pressured quite a lot here. Needs to start, needs a salve desperately. The harass is real. The impale into arrow at top. It's going to be another kill for Vici Gaming. They're dominating this laning stage, Winter.
It's more like the rotations. They're killing a lot with the Tusk and the Nyx support duo.
Not the start Mineski were hoping for with their laning setup.
They're really lucky that Mushi has a regen.
Yeah, he did buy a salve, I believe, but won't be needing that for now.
They need to stabilize their lanes. Paparazzi has not much mana here, but still have enough for a doppelganger. Like the rush, you know, the rush is actually doing a lot of damage on the AM in the lane. So because once AM burns out all your mana, he doesn't really win the man fight against the PL. Both of them have poor man shield, and when you have the rush on, you have bonus agility. So you actually hit harder than the AM when you low your mana.
Yep. Oh, Korea Mushi!
Oh,
he spotted it and he went for it with a great blink in animation cancel. Mushi gets the 2 right clicks needed to kill the courier.
Oh, that was such a huge changer for the lane for Mushi. Now he's going to be much more comfortable in the lane. He sends another cell, extra gold.
Paparazzi is trying to man fight him with the right clicks as you mentioned, but Mushi doing okay here. Back to bottom lane is going to be Ice still trying to get those levels here. Blocked him once again by the ice shots. The snowball follow-up. They're going to get another kill. Onto the Birdman.
Yep. The Clockwork needs to get stuff done though now. It's really bad for his team right now. His rotations and movements has not so far helped the team. And compared to the Tusk on Vici, played by Lamb, he's been just pressuring, creating opportunities to kill.
Absolutely. He's trying to just get some bounty runes here. Jabs not going to succeed with the push, and now he's in trouble. Impale into arrow. It's another Latch from Ori. This is going to be another kill. Easy pickings for Vici Gaming. This top lane duo with Nyx Mirana landing their stuns, and not easy ones to always land with the Impale. 5 kills to 1 early on.
This is worrisome for Mineski. So, lane-wise right now, all the lanes are going very smooth for VG right now.
Yep. Antimage is farming mid, but he's had to buy a lot of regen. I think he's on his second or third salve now.
What? AM is like so far behind the PL.
CS-wise, he's doing well, but
700 network behind.
Yep. It's a lot of salves being bought. I think he's actually bought 3 salves this game.
What? Okay. No, something was wrong. Okay, because the item... No, because the ring was on the courier, that's why it wasn't there in the network. I was like, why is he so poor?
He's doing a lot better than we thought. Hey, he's got the ring of health now, so things are looking a little bit better for him. Mushi able to sustain now against the PL. That's the big thing there with the double ring.
They need to get the wards up right now, though. Mineski.
Little top lane.
Win's just going to die if he doesn't have vision.
Yep, they get the Impale, and they're going to get another kill onto Nana. We catch the end of that one as
Vici just on a roll right now. Yep. Jeps is always forced to like react to they just got their first ward down, so they're gonna see the tusk bottom.
Well, this is a potential dive down bottom, but looks like 11 and Lamb will think twice of it as Veno even TPing down here. This is perhaps a sign that Mineski's laning stage has fallen apart. They've grouped up bottom with both Visage and Veno very early on. Yeah, it doesn't look like they'll get any kills out of it.
This is really bad, because the Veno can't really stand top anymore.
Well, the Visage not level 6, can't really go jungle, can't really move around the map. He could just try lead some experience top, but even that's scary.
They're going to have this experience problem again like the previous game. This time it's because of the lanes going bad. So I expect the next 5 minutes to be really, really rough for Mineski right now.
Ooh, didn't find the Impale mid. Mushi probably would have been okay regardless, but might have been close. Blink in, Mushi onto Paparazzi, out of mana, does not have a good escape here. This could be a kill, the Mana Void being used, and Mushi, perhaps the saving grace of this Mineski laning stage, is off to a fantastic start. Top of the CS charts, gets a kill on the PL, and is looking red hot on the hard carry for Mineski.
And we mentioned that he has to be the one, like he's the only one that can deal with the PL later. Like the rest of the heroes are not that great at dealing with the illusions if PL gets really farmed this game.
Oh.
That hasn't happened yet, you know, like PL is still doing okay-ish right now.
Yep.
But if that's gonna happen, AM is the only answer they have.
We'll see how Mushi continues to fare in this mid lane.
Oh, Ice has his familiars up right now. Just got level 6.
Gives him a lot more kill potential if he wants to join up with some of his teammates. But for now,
the shards.
Yeah, he's getting bottom lane initiated on.
Oh, he's killing. Okay.
Nice,
what a hero.
You want to gank me? I've got birds. I'll take you down first. Raindrops Magic Wand giving him the sustain he needs to survive. Kill a Pugna when he was the one getting ganked. Fair enough.
You should know more about this hero. You know, I've seen you playing a lot of Visage.
Everyone underestimates, less so now because people are versing him a lot more, but everyone always underestimates him. You gank him with 3 heroes. You think you can kill him? No, he's got 2, 3, 4 points in Gravekeeper's Cloak, and then it turns out he can kill you because he's got these birds, which do tremendous burst damage.
Yep, they're gonna try again though, maybe.
Round 2. Pugna is very good against him though with the life drain. As far as being able to bring him down, as the hero is very squishy with the 10% magic resistance.
Oh, Paparazzi still doing a lot of like pressure, doing a lot of damage to AM in the lane.
Bottom lane, a bit of a kerfuffle going on here. Ice getting gone. There's the life drain, does get the cancel. That's important for him. Invis from the Mirana is going to force Ice back. He can't finish any of these kills and needs to find a way out of this one. Teleport is going to be used probably in the trees here. Gets the disarm. That's going to save his life from the Nether Blast. As the Impale coming in from Fenrir catches the birds as well as Ninja Boogie. Ice will TP himself out of there. Saves Ninja Boogie with the bird stun. Gets the second stun as well. Ninja Boogie kept alive by some Michael skills coming in from Ice.
StarCraft 2 player, you know?
Not bad, not bad. Call me impressed. Well
played indeed. So right now, state of the game has improved a lot for Mineski. They've gotten their levels. Cloak's not that far behind anymore, he's level 5.
Nope.
he might he might actually be the one that gets the book here if they want to make a play soon.
Yeah, the
Last game he actually did not get the book. The tomb, the disruptor got it.
the Oracle Ultimate's not like a necessary tool at this point so much.
Yeah. So we might see like a rotation from the Clockwork with the Visage. Oh no, they are gonna smoke with the Oracle. They should go to the Visage. He's the strongest hero right now on the map.
Mushi mid treads up another salve. Had his entire 5 raindrops charges already broken, but it's going to be bottom lane where Mineski have smoked up looking for a kill. It's Fenrir who's trying to find his level 6, but...
Here comes Jabs.
Oh, didn't have a hook shot in.
Yeah, it's a bit too early though, I think. But they felt like they wanted to do something with the Familiars. Ice is really strong now.
Yeah, just needed the Grave Chill there. It's Mushi at mid, who needs to be a bit careful here as his tower
they're
is
still
being
going to get him
pressured.
though. Fenrir is still going to get caught.
Gets the Carapace off, but the Verd Suns will come in. Triple TP! Vici Gaming say, let's assemble in this bottom lane. Let's look for the return kills, and Ice is going to get punished for his aggression. Still, it is some room
he
and
lost
space
the
for
birds.
Anti-Mage. Did lose the birds, does have a resummon, so it's gold going their way. They may lose Ori as well. Can Mike get the kill? Not quite. Oh, barely surviving.
Yes, stick charges.
Arrow being thrown. Oh, threw it a bit too early, expecting the Oracle to continue running. Not too bad for Mineski considering how many TPs went bottom lane.
That freed up Nana on the top lane now, so he's going to be able to maybe pressure the tower. Fenrir comes in with the Vendetta.
Oh, they're going for the kill. They get the hookshot on the Pugna. Pugna gets demolished. Slammed by the Anti-Mage, taken out by the Mana Void.
Top lane.
Mineski.
Fenrir is setting up a kill, maybe waiting for a teammate to TP in.
Yeah, needs
Oh,
that.
he's waiting for the Mirana. The ward there is going to scout out. Vision again.
Well, there is no way out for this Venno. It feels like the TP is going to be his own demise. There's a kill elsewhere on the map for the Visage. No arrow to follow this one up, but unfortunately now, yeah, Venno will get chased down still. Brought down. Ori is on a big kill streak here.
Yep, but the tower has taken a lot of damage. The siege is still, like, they're going to lose the tower. The siege creep is still hitting the tower. And go down goes the tower. Jabs comes in with the cog and battery assault.
He may pay for this with his life, though.
Does
do so.
Okay.
Not.
That was quite ambitious. Wasn't even that close to killing the Nyx. Good news is AM is still farming. That is your biggest concern.
Every time you die, like, on the other side of the map to 2 to 3 heroes, it's always, space created. Bust out the chat will be like, look, my Anti-Mage is farming. This is going all according to plan.
Yeah, but sometimes you think about it, it's like, at what cost, you know? Like, you don't want to be throwing too much away. Because at the same time, you're happy with AM farming. You don't want the enemy to get too much so that they snowball faster than your AM, so your AM does not have time to farm later.
The Mirana's net worth is well ahead of the field right now.
7 kills, bro.
Yeah, Ori is.
Dude, he has Diffusal.
He's got Diffusal, Agility talent.
Ice. Bottom.
He is incredibly farmed. Stuns up the Pugna here. Now the hookshot to follow this one up. The Pugna in all sorts of trouble. 11. Too aggressive. We've seen this time and time again. 11 just pushing his hero too far, and
he's a Pugna. He's not a Doom or a Tide or something tanky.
Needs to be wary of that positioning. Here comes the rotations bottom. Vici Gaming bringing in Mirana as well. This is definitely a strong time for them to fight if they can get that Mirana in with the Diffusal.
Oh, he missed.
Fenrir could still find an Impale here. Going to go for it. Misses it, and Fenrir unsuccessful.
No. There should be like 1 hero dead at least. But Mineski get out scot-free. And again, farming.
Yep.
And Ice has TP to the top lane to push out this lane. So all in all, a big victory for Mineski. They forced out so many rotations towards mid lane. And AM is really still uncontested right now. So pretty happy about that if you're Mineski. AM blinks in. Oh, the birds! The stun! The double stun on the Pugna! The rocket!
Oh, he needs this in soon. He's not going to get it.
Oh my god.
Sort of solo killed. No other heroes involved, but
not really solo kill.
That has a bit of help.
Had a lot of help. Rocket flare and the double stun from the birds. Come on, Parker.
I didn't see any other heroes in that camera
That was not a solo kill, Parker. That was not a solo kill.
You're telling me Mushi did not solo kill that Pugna Winter?
Oh, here we go.
Mushi will have some stern war.
This is a solo kill. Okay, maybe not. This is not.
I see 2 Vici heroes on my screen. Can you count? Are you qualified to be casting this match, Winter? Please?
Dude, I'm a Ming Li. I count better than you, you know? Forehead.
We'll have some stern words after this match about our Our counting skills.
Yep, so right now, AM's farming skills right about on point. Better fully soon with the threats.
He's counting his creeps. He's
14 minutes, pretty good. Fenrir here, once again with the rotation with the Ven. There's a sentry further ahead, but I don't think there's a sentry down. Oh no, they actually dewatted the sentry. So no Mineski sentries here.
The scan though does find the Nyx assassin.
Oh, ice, but he's really tanky though. He has a hold and medallion.
Baiting it, I want to say.
Can they kill him? Don't think so, right?
Find out. The hookshot finds Pugna again. They were waiting for the Pugna to show himself. 11 baited once more, brought into the Mineski jaws.
AM. Okay, Mushi is out. Who am I kidding?
TP. Mushi cannot be caught. This anti-mage pick is proving to be a huge problem for Vici Gaming, whose first 4 heroes have no tools for dealing with it. Even their last hero, the PL, is not exactly an anti-mage counter. And that is looking like a bigger and bigger problem as this game goes on.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you that I thought they might actually pick Morphling, like something they can deal with the AM.
Yep.
When they pick PL, it's like, you need to snowball, you need to go, take towers pressure with the Pona, otherwise you're not going to keep up in farm against the AM. I mean, right now, you know, keeping out in farm is the Mirana, 8 kills, 7.7k net worth, you know, he's the man right now for Vici.
Not really the hero known for being apt at countering an AM though.
I mean, it's pretty decent if you can actually have equal items, like, because he has really, like, late game Mirana with the, like, say you go the attack speed and his agility growth, he's actually quite strong late game.
Yeah, he's got some very good right-click talents with the agi, the attack speed.
Yeah, if AM doesn't get to the Mirana can actually do a lot to the AM in fights.
Yeah. The question is, can you lock down the AM? Because for Mirana to kill the AM, you've got to keep AM locked down, which is somewhat limited.
5-second arrow, bro.
5-second arrow, sure.
Scan.
Nyx assassin.
Dire with the scan, they know Ice is here. Is he going to randomly spike? Stun.
Ice is out. He'll lose the tower, but...
Again, space created for the AM. So Vici really has to make sure that they do something to catch the AM though. Like, they are taking towers right now. They took 3 towers with the Pugna. But AM is still like farming and farming and farming.
Yep, he's farming PL illusions now, getting those easy +5s.
Yep, at some point you're going to have to try to kill. Maybe set up with a smoke, a Nyx gank with the arrow. Like, they have very good ways of killing the AM. They just need to get there and find him.
It does require a certain level of execution, which is not easy to do.
Yep, they're going bot. Are they going bot? So they're expecting Mushi to go back bottom?
He's there already. They could be headed directly from the Familiars are right on top of them. I'm not sure if it scattered the smoke or...
Do they have a scan?
If it's just going to protect Mushi.
Oh, that's too early though.
Blinks away. 11 perhaps ruins
Did he just ruin the gang?
Mushi is still in hot
He has no TP though.
Okay. The arrow will not find him. They may see him now. He gets another blink out and he's free. They can't catch him. And
okay. I think that's definitely the Pugna's fault that he went. I don't think Mushi would have gotten away earlier. He would have just finished the camp because he was unaware of the gang coming. Okay. They miss a kill. So Fenrir finds the Visage now. But a very tanky hero.
He may just kill this Tusk if they're not careful. 11 gets stunned up, does not have the life drain.
Our friend is not even close to dying. Look at this Visage.
Too tanky to deal with. There is a kill onto the Clockwork on the side, but...
Just a support.
Mineski may look to go back in here. Life drain back up here. There's the Fate's Edict. That's the counter of the Pugna. No magic damage coming out initially. The Bird's trying to get some stuns off here, trying to keep Mike alive. And once again, he may just be able to save himself. But no, the right-click damage, this is going to be too much. A certain death awaits. Press F to pay your respects as Vici Gaming will get a T2 tower as well.
You know, that would be so tilting if Mike uses a tactical pause there when he was there. Just to tilt the enemy because you have tactical pause now, 3 minutes.
I think there's tactical pauses, but you have to use it outside of fights
and
engagements.
A rule?
Yeah, I don't know the exact wording, but you can't use it in the middle of a team fight or right before a team fight.
I actually wonder how that would change the game, you know? It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like the idea that you can use it during downtime, but it's always like, what happens if you think it's downtime and a Nyx is just about to like Vendetta gank you, and suddenly it's like ruined a gank or something like that. But
and Mushi goes for Vlads though. It's been a long time I've seen Vlads on AM. So what's the idea behind the Vlads here?
Sustain against the PL. You're going to have your mana burn. You just want to be able to kind of man fight him a bit more.
I don't think you want to man fight him when he has diffuser though.
Probably not.
So, not sure.
Let's see. Smoke from Mineski. They are ready to initiate here. Ori gets hit by the Gale. Then there's the Clockwork Hook. He is incredibly slow and will not find any way out of this one.
Oh, godlike. Big kill.
I was wondering what that giant noise was. 700 gold going Ice's way. Oh,
money, money,
Mushi
money.
Close to getting the kill. Not really
The Vlads.
quite enough. I don't think that was the Vlads. He has no mana though. He only has one blink, maybe a
blink,
second.
blink. Okay, that has to be the Vlads. Come on, Parker. That's the Vlads. The mana regen.
The mana regen. True. Saves his life. Here come Mineski looking to rebuttal. They get a 3-man stun into a 2-man stun. Pugna does not stand a chance. Mushi wants back in. He's ready to fight some more. Fenrir's caught in the cogs. He's going to go down as well. Paparazzi, lower mana, may not be able to escape. Lana gets caught by the Gale, gets the poison over out as well. Paparazzi slowed down, blinked after by Mushi. He gets chased back to his tier 1 tower, still trying to escape. May tick down to the poison. Believe he's
stick.
close.
He's fine. Relax, bro. He's fine.
27 health.
You don't die to Poison Nova.
Come on, Winch. I'm trying to hype it up.
You're awful. Dude.
Tier 1 tower now the focus of Mineski's as they win a convincing team fight.
Mushi knows what he's doing with the lads.
Yeah,
I'm noob.
That mana regen.
Sorry, I'm noob. I don't know shit, man.
Yeah, you're versing a PL diffusal, a Mirana diffusal. I guess you want some items that give you mana regen.
I just didn't see Blats on AM for a very long time, so I was just wondering.
Sure. See, Veno queue up a Veil as his next item pickup, looking to boost that magic damage even further.
Veil. So, I guess it's fine this game because you have an AM, so you can actually afford to build like, both of them are going utility. I mean, I guess Visage does a lot of right click actually.
Yeah, Visage is definitely a kind of semi-carry as the game will go on. His damage output is...
Oh, Vici, they're coming in.
Gets the courier, jabs, could look for a Tony. The arrow not gonna land, actually hooks away.
Oh, he got Carapace.
Did get hit by that
You don't
one.
want to run into the Veno.
They see the Plague Ward here, and we'll see what Mineski look to do, whether they try and set up a fight here. Antimage is in the bottom lane. May want to bring him if they want to take this fight.
He's like, I'm going to take the tower, guys. See you later. I'm going to keep farming. Maybe I'll, you know, show myself in another 5 minutes. For now, I'm still farming away. He has his Manta soonish, like another like maybe 3 minutes. Should have it like 3 to 4 minutes.
Soon to be cleared Aghanims for the Visage. Definitely seeing a lot of effective stuns coming out from those birds.
This game is like the Aghanims will be much stronger than the last game because they need the more physical damage from the birds and the extra stun, like you mentioned. They don't have too many stuns with their heroes.
Yep. We've seen how useful they've been for setting up kills for the anti-mage, for saving teammates as well, so...
Life of a support when you have a Visage saving your ass every time, you know? It's good. Feels good.
Life of a carry when you have him setting up kills for you too.
Yep. So pretty much life of having Ice as your teammate.
Yeah,
or Visage. Feels good.
That's the moral of the story here.
So Fenrir's on the hunt again with his team. But
yeah,
it doesn't seem like... they might actually run into AM. AM would be the best kill they can get here. Ooh. Can they actually find him? Do they have observer wards?
Anti-mages near a lot of enemy heroes.
Okay, they drop a ward. Oh, they're going to see him. Can they get him? This is a big kill. They have to get him.
Can they chain stun him? The Nyx Assassin is in bottom lane. They really need him.
5-second arrow, bro. No problem. 5-second arrow.
Not easy to set up. They're going to go for the snowball. The arrow is going to come in for a push. It's a creep.
He hit the creep.
Perhaps should have waited for the Warrior's Punch and tried to clear some of those creeps.
Nyx. Fenrir? Can he find Mushi boss? Can he?
Nyx is coming in. Mushi blinks. Ooh, it's close. He doesn't blink on the clip, but that works out just fine.
Oh my god, Mushi gets out again. That's so tilting if you're VG.
Mushi showing up on the anti-mage.
Should not question the Vlad's pick. Parker, I'm sorry.
You don't question Mushi.
I apologize.
He's the boss.
Yeah. So right now, they're pressuring this tier 2, so VG has to react, try to hold it. The other team that wants to really fight, you know, and try to stop the assault.
Oh, Fenrir. Caught by some stuns in the Gale here. Will get pushed back to safety.
So Mushi's blinking to the team now.
Shot goes in. Here goes Jabs. Will catch 11 without a 4-star. He's done for. He used it previously. Jabs with a good initiation is in a bit of trouble here. May need some help, but it's Mushi showing up. going in on Ori. They need some detection, but the Venom gets a perfect ultimate onto everyone. Mushi follows up with a Mana Void, helping guarantee that follow-up kill on the PL, and they're going to get a tower out of this as well. They may just threaten the high ground. Mirana's still healing up, has a shrine to work with, but some good damage dealt by Mineski, who say, no, enough is enough. We've got the late game. We can fall back, continue to farm.
You mean Vici got the late game?
You think so? No, I think Mineski,
Oh, you said Mineski,
yeah,
okay.
Mineski did.
I was a bit like, Parker.
No,
Parker wants to go late game against the AM with a Mirana.
That's why Mineski, I think, are happy to back off there. They're like, well, you want to fight? You could have maybe tried to do some damage to the tier 3, but they're just like, nah, we can farm.
I was like, confirm not anti-mage picker Parker.
Well, anti-mage is very free this game. There's no heroes to really threaten him in the late game. You get a BKB against the PL if you need.
I think he got this, but was not all his him playing well. It's also partly like Vici messing up a few. They had really good chance to kill him, you know, like at least twice or 3 times, but they just messed it up. Those few kills would have meant a lot to AM's progression in the game. He has 0 death right now, 0 death AM, 25 minutes. I mean, you're in trouble.
Yeah, there was a couple times where they were very close to killing him.
You're not trading farm with a Morphling or Alchemist or something else, you know, or Troll. You pretty much have a Mirana, you know. If Mirana's not a hit, Mirana's not going to beat the AM at all.
Yeah, she's now fallen behind. For a long while, she was ahead and even with the anti-mage, but far from the case at present time as Mineski look to take the last outer towers, as there's 1 left in top, 1 in mid.
Oh, he's going BKB next on the AM against all the magic. Fair enough, they have a lot of stuns.
Yeah, it felt like not a matter of if he'd get it, but more when. Whether he'd get an Abyssal first and get BKB in the late game, but it feels like he wants the BKB sooner rather than later.
Paparazzi is going for a Skadi next, but either way, I think they have to be more urgent in pressuring and pushing towers. If they're just trading and farming like this, they're going to have the worst end of it, you know, regardless of what's happening. If AM is on the map, they're getting a worse trade.
Yep, AM's going to start pushing bottom lane while they trade towers, so... Similarly, PL is farming, though. Has not really been able to keep up this game in terms of his items.
It's not really his fault, though. It's just the hero matchup. PL is not going to keep up with a Battle Fury AM.
Yep. Needs to be fighting, getting kills, and pressuring the enemy team, but that just hasn't worked for them. Fenrir walks into a sentry. Does not get a single spell off. Not even a Carapace as he gives away his life.
Is this going to be Roche for Mineski?
AM is blinking towards it.
They have a Solar Crest and an Axe on Ice. Yeah, I guess this might be Roche here.
This is...
If this Roshan is given to Mineski, I think the game is almost close in the back for Mineski. Vici has to try and contest this. This is very important.
We'll see what they can do. Without the Nyx, they're initiated. It's very difficult to do so. Not using it for the time being.
Well, Roche is going to go down if he doesn't buy back. I mean, okay, I think it might be too late.
PL is there. May look for a steal here. Arrow going to go in. Gets missed. As Mineski leaving Roche on very low HP here. They have got the sentry to deal with the Moonlight Shadow. Both sentries on the ground here as neither team looking to fully commit to this one. Life Drain from the side here. This is actually almost looking rough there for Jabs, who is getting blinked on. The leap from the Mirana going for the kill, but there's the Oracle to save Jabs' life, and Ori may pay for this with his life. Not sure that was worth it for a Clockwork. Instantly buys back. Ice Sense from the low ground, throwing the Solar Sum, just doing lots of damage, and it's Mushi slamming his way home as he gets a couple additional kills, a double kill for him as he takes out the PL and the Tuss.
Ori bought back. Oh, triple buyback.
They are all in for this Roshan fight. Vici Gaming do not want to let this game slip away from this one. And uh-oh, Nyx Assassin, you walked into the danger zone. He goes down.
Doesn't matter even he has buyback now, his TP is on cooldown. Oh dear. I think they have to give up the Roche.
It is looking more and more like that. They used all these buybacks, but...
Just gonna shrine Mineski and just try and go back in
play
after.
it safe, yeah. Wait, make sure the Veno is not on too low of a health pool and get
Roche,
back in there.
I think the game is pretty much over for Vici. They used 3 buybacks, they didn't get the Roshan, AM gets the Aegis. I mean, this is...
You were talking like Aegis is potentially game over by itself, and that was not just Aegis, but that was
I mean, they understood it.
Fight.
They used all their buybacks. Yeah. They knew how important it was for them to actually contest this fight.
Mushi's is getting close to his level 25 now, so that is where things get even worse for him. Visage about to hit level 18, so the level 3 familiars with their damage output is going to get pretty absurd, and
their last hope is pray that Mineski somewhat screws up something, you know.
I thought you were about to say something I hadn't seen. I was like, oh, this is good. What is their last hope, Winter? I'm not seeing it. Enlighten me. So the dives.
It's not good that your fate is in your enemy's hands, you know.
Sometimes that's the way with Dota, and we've seen quite the crazy comebacks from time to time.
Yeah.
So.
But against the AM, maybe not.
Yeah. Mushi's chasing, looking for kills.
Oh my
He knows.
god.
He found him. Mushi finds him after the 4-star.
011 has not had a good game at all, like whole game.
I think you can extend that statement to
The whole tournament. Yeah, that's true.
In day 1, he had 10+ deaths in both games. In today, I'm not sure what he was in game 1, but it was not pretty. He's definitely, for someone of his talent and how well known he is for his offlane play, this is not the old 11 people expected to show up here at Star Ladder.
Okay.
Bottom lane, split push is the name of the game for now. I think they're deciding we can't fight this anti-mage, we can't fight this Aegis, let's just split push. Problem is, Mushi is going to
You think
tear apart your
Mushi
building.
cares about the split push now? He's just getting your base.
Yeah, he's even got the familiars to back him up.
So they have to try and, I think, drain all his mana with the Nyx and the PL. Then maybe they can kill him. But he has a BKB, so maybe good luck with that. Like, they pretty much
Aegis. You burn his mana, he doesn't care
yeah,
if he dies.
they pretty much don't have to take too much risk. They can wait for AM to actually get another item. I think it's fine because they just got the Aegis. They still have like what, 3 minutes on the Aegis, 2.5.
Nope.
No rush, and they have AM. They have the late game.
Absolutely.
This is the kind of game that it's so hard to play as VG. Because you know that you're on a clock, and you probably knew that the clock already expired, but you're still trying because it's your last game. And you want to like do everything you can to, even if you have like a 1% chance to win.
There we go, Mushi, 25 plus 25 agility. Maybe that's what they were waiting for. That's almost as good as getting another item with
Yeah,
the
that is
energy
true.
you get.
That's like almost close to an Eagle song.
Yep. And he is in the top lane now. Ready to finish off the tier 3 tower and get to work on the racks. Split push again from Vici Gaming in the bottom lane, but this PL cannot keep up with the damage output coming out from Mushi onto this racks. Gonna get the melee racks with ease. Could back off if he wants to. Maybe time for Mineski just to say, well, we got a lane of racks, let's go defend and then push another lane later. Or they're gonna need to go for another lane here, but they're retreating here, looking like they are setting up to go defend bottom lane. This is where Vici Gaming may look to stop some of these TPs. Can Vici Gaming initiate up top? Fenrir is charging in, but he's only going to see Mushi here. TP out from Nana. Fenrir gets it just in time. They'll let the Venom die. Not the clean retreat Mineski we're looking for, but ultimately a kill that isn't going to have too many consequences.
Yep. I mean, it's still a call, but, you know.
No big deal, you know?
Yeah, AM is alive, AM is pushing. That's all you care right now.
Yeah. He shouldn't have died, I would say. It was definitely a bit sloppy to...
Yeah, he didn't have a TP though, so even when he daggered and forced stuff out, he got surrounded because of the shrine. They can't remember who TP'd to the shrine, but yeah.
Well, as it stands, Mushi going to look for that next item. Abyssal Blade picks up the Basher, and very likely we'll see Mineski group up for that next lane of racks fairly soon. Mushi's Aegis will be expiring perhaps around the time they get to the enemy base, which may be a slight deterrent, however.
I would say AM is not the only problem. Look at how fat is the Visage.
Yeah, he's Pipe Greaves. He's going to be super tanky. Also dishing out a lot of damage while he's that survivable. And now Mineski playing it safe, working away on the shrine. Yep. Not going to rush into any kind of a high ground play.
I don't think they can kill anyone though if they stay near the Visage. With the Pipe and the Greaves and all the Solar.
I think that's a, yeah, full Abyssal Blade. Well, Mushi can solo kill almost anyone at this point.
What? Almost anyone? Everyone.
Anyone?
Everyone dies. I think even the PL or the Mirana would just die if he gets Abyssal and maybe
One
another
more
follow-up bash.
Yeah.
He's just dead. The PR just dead after that.
Yep.
He has so much mana to burn and mana void. It's actually not a good thing against
Yeah,
him.
the Skadi is definitely not, normally you don't go for those mana pool boosting items against a hero like Anti-Mage. There's the Abyssal. 11. Okay, gets the full stuff away with the help of the Nyx Assassin Impale. Mana Void is there. LAN now in some trouble. Stun 1, stun 2. The third stun already looking for Fenrir and Ice.
Okay.
Some micro skills coming in from him. Mushi is going to blink back for the bash. Gets the triple kill. Ice and Mushi, the standout players of this game, have really stepped it up.
I would say like Mushi probably
60% Mushi, 40% Ice.
If I have to give an MVP, I would give it to Mushi.
Yeah,
definitely played well.
He's had a flawless game on an
And the Blast definitely was a game changer.
Blink Abyssal again, and Mirana will be forced back. The hook shot even going to land. Jap says, "Come on, Winter, I'm in this game too. Don't forget about me."
Lul. You're in this game showing Rocket Flash.
Creating space for the Anti-Mage, who has secured Mineski a berth into the next round of their Group A, where they will meet SG Esports to decide who will be going through to the playoffs. Vici Gaming eliminated here on day number 3 of Star Ladder I-League Invitational.
Yep, very poor showing from Vici Gaming though. Kind of expected more from them.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Mineski, they played well. There were some mistakes a bit sloppy, but Vici Gaming have got to walk away very disappointed in their play, their drafts. Everything about this team just did not feel in sync.
And moving forward, Mineski has to play much better though. Like against SG, any sloppy move, I think they might actually just lose the game from there though.
That is going to be a very interesting series with how unpredictable both teams can be. We saw SG Esports upset Vici Gaming. Perhaps it's not an upset with how we've seen Vici play, but fall to Liquid, as everyone has done so, and not really a surprise that the TI champions continue to be dominant. But Mineski and SG, one of those teams will be in the playoffs, and the big story there is one of Mineski or SG Esports will be getting points for the Valve system. Anyone in the top 4 gets points contributing to TI. So
do we get points too, Parker?
Caster points to get to TI8. You know, I was talking about that. You know, we gotta have some caster points for how well we do. I don't think we scored very high. You brought me down. But yeah, so Mineski, what do they need to do moving forward? Obviously, it's the result they're looking for. It's a 2-0, but they got
sloppy
SG Esports, the potential, even the playoffs. Yeah, sloppy. It wasn't the best showing for them.
Cut down on their early game mistakes, and I feel like at some points of the game, the team wasn't really, like, especially the first game, they weren't really on the same page on how to play the game, and they were diving, making a lot of mistakes, uncharacteristic mistakes. Usually Mushi is really like solid, like he doesn't dive, you know, and I saw him diving that game, which is not a good sign.
He tuned it up a bit on the Anti-Mage. No dives there. Not a hero that wants to dive until you've got your 6 slots as he did at the end. But great result for them. They're going to be versing SG Esports. Before that, we have a Group B match. We're going to go into Newbie versus Secret. Teams you maybe would have expected to find in the grand finals, they're going to be playing in the lower bracket. One of those teams will be joining Vici Gaming in the bottom 2 of this tournament. So that wraps it up for Mineski versus Vici Gaming. Mineski advancing. We're going to go back to the panel for some final words on this series.
Yeah, it is Vici Gaming that is the first team to be eliminated from the first minor of the Valve's Pro circuit. Unfortunately for them, but at least they've got 2 other minors to look forward to this season, or at least this season so far. So they got some other chances, but they need to shape up. This game did not look good for them. We have Odipixel and Fog back on the panel as well, and we were already saying it looks like a free Anti-Mage game. There was a Phantom Lancer picked into the Anti-Mage, which already felt a little bit shaky to begin with, Fogged.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty decent early game, right? Ori went godlike, but this is the thing about Mirana as well when you have it on this core. You get godlike, and you have to be so careful. You get caught once, you're dead. You really can't do these kind of team fights, especially into this kind of lineup. I thought Mineski had such good heroes to kind of make space for that AM. I think this Veno Visage is super terrifying, to be honest, going into later stages of this tournament. Teams might be looking at it more and more. Just the sheer damage that they output in those fights and everything that, it's just too much for teams to deal with, and Mushi free farmed.
Mushi free farmed.
AM game.
There was nothing to stop the AM, Owen. Wouldn't you think that
no,
maybe
I
there
mean,
was more of an answer, maybe an itemization somewhere, or?
I think, I mean, at the end of the day, it was just a draft, you know. Even, you know, you can buy as many items as you want, but at the end of the day, it's going to take a lot of time to get there. And the problem was, you know, there was this mid-game where Mineski weren't giving Vici Gaming any sort of time because of the pressure that they could put on around having this anti-mage. And well, I say around having this anti-mage, they're also able to get the anti-mage Mushi involved in these fights because of the fact that he did get a pretty decent start off the beginning of that mid lane. A matchup as well that seemed like, you know, Vici Gaming maybe weren't too prepared for, because you had this PL mid, sure, you were both going to get farm, but there were kind of little slip-ups that started to show. The feeding of the courier, you know, getting in a position where Mushi was just able to jump him and take the courier out. Like that shouldn't be allowed to happen in a 1v1 like that. So, and it's those little things really that just add up, and you just get this lineup. As we said, it's always going to be a good AM game. Mushi played it perfectly. He took it almost to the next level as well. It was just absolutely immaculate anti-mage play that Vici Gaming had no real solution for as we sort of passed, you know, into the later stages of the game.
Yeah, there were a couple of weak moments for Mineski as well, as jabs, locks, ice in the cogs here, and they both end up falling. And Vici Gaming, like the first 10 minutes, it was going okay, but at some point, yeah, that anti-mage was starting to get out of control a bit there.
I mean, we said it, right? The AM versus Pugna, we saw him multiple times, just mana void from full HP, just instantly dead because of that massive mana pool. And just the sheer team fight that they have going on from Mineski is so crazy.
So was this draft again then?
Yeah, I think you
this one, I think this Veno Visage is too much for them to deal with. This AM just able to free farm, get to the point where he can actually get involved in the fights. We see Mushi had the highest damage done for his team because he could just get into the fights because of how massive he was. This Veno Visage just, it's too much space made.
So Mineski obviously looking really strong so far, but Vici Gaming, this is like their 4th loss in a row in this tournament. They haven't gotten a single win, and it seems like they're not playing the right type of Dota.
Yeah, I think, you know, Vici Gaming, this LAN's going to be a bit of a wake-up call to them. You know, they know that they can be one of the top teams in China, but with the sort of way that they play, when they try and take it here to the international stage, it just doesn't work out at all. And sure, they played against Mineski and SG, but I don't think you're going to get these. You're going to get similar results if they were against any of the EU top NA teams. They're going to struggle if they continue to play with these sort of lineups.
They're playing too slow.
And get out drafted in this sort of fashion. Yeah, I mean, I like what they did. I think this game, if there wasn't an anti-mage, what they tried to do here would have been a bit better. It was just the fact that the anti-mage pick was so fantastic. And Vici Gaming using that last 5th pick indeed to pick up the PL rather than a direct and obvious answer to the AM, and of course, as we have him hit.
He's the win condition for this team, for sure. I think that everybody, though, played much better. I think Winter touched on a couple mistakes coming out from Mineski, but I like the way that Jabs was playing on the clockwork, just trying to make that aggression happen, making that space happen for Mushi. And yeah, I'll just say again, I mean, Veno Visage, it's too much to deal with in fights. And
at some point they came for a 5-man smoke to try and take down Mushi. And Mushi hasn't died a single time this game. He was just able to juke perfectly and waste time of Vici Gaming while the rest of his team was just farming.
I mean, that's the strength of the mid AM as well, you know, even though it is sort of this core that's very reliant on farm, as long as he gets decent timing on the early regen with the ring and both of the rings. He's going to be fine in the 1v1 situation, and he's also very hard to gank. He does have that. He's got that bling. You know,
it's only Nyx
good luck trap. Yeah,
like
exactly.
Tusk,
they were lacking the lockdown anyway, as it was.
But Tusk is going to get under farm because they're playing a Nyx Tusk support.
And you can't gank a mid AM as a Tusk. It's what do? You're going to see the snowball coming in. He's going to have every chance to blink back, and suddenly you're underneath the tower. AM's turning and killing you back. They did not have the lineup to deal with an AM, let alone a Mushi AM, and let alone a mid Mushi AM.
Yeah. So we say goodbye to Vici Gaming, and with that we take a look at the brackets and see where that leaves us, because only one match remains in this group before we find out the second team that moves to the playoffs and join Team Liquid there. SG or Mineski, 2 teams that a lot of people were expecting to get eliminated fairly early on, but here they are. Only one of them will remain, unfortunately. These are the matches of today. We already had one. Newbie versus Team Secret will be first, giving Mineski a rest to get ready for their match against SG Esports. And then Navi, after that, will play against the winner of Newbie versus Team Secret.
Today's so hype.
Today is... that's the one where... Today is so hype. Today is brutal.
It's hype. Brutal is good.
Brutal hype. I mean, we like that. We like that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna let you guys go very soon, but before our next series, I'm going to have a different panel, and I want to hear from you guys. Newbie versus Secret. What's your thoughts?
Oh, it's
Because it's a
hard.
very difficult one.
I mean, I think, yeah, obviously going off the results we've seen here, I think you do still have to side with Secret, I would say.
But you say it very tentatively.
I do. I kind of looked at Fogged. You know,
I think this one's very even. I think it really depends on the hero matchups. If they give Puppy Chen, it's going to be a really tough game for Newbie.
Yeah.
However, I think Newbie is a very disciplined team, and I think they're going to look back at yesterday and adjust a lot into this upcoming match. So it's going to be 2-1, in my opinion.
It's got to be 2-1.
I think
it has to be 2-1.
I don't know who's going to win this one. I don't know.
Yeah. I go 2-1.
I'm not picking.
I go 2-1 Secret, I think, on this. Though.
Yeah, 2-1 Secret. I'll go 2-1 Newbie.
I wasn't impressed with Newbie yesterday.
I'll go against that one.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got a bet. But yeah, if these two are anything to go by, the next series is going to be very, very hyped, so you do not want to miss it. We will take a short break before we start that one, so stay tuned. We'll be right back with more StarLadder iLeague Invitational.